Hello everyone. In this tutorial, we'll be learning about operator overloading in C++. It will be a brief discussion, and I will give you a brief idea about operator overloading. What we will discuss. Okay, prior to moving into the explanation of the operator overloading, I need to consider that you have the basic knowledge of C++, that is the knowledge about class, object, methods, and constructors. Next, we'll start with basics of the operator overloading. Then we'll look into the syntax of operator overloading function. And finally, we'll take up an example for explanation. Let's begin with what is operator overloading. We all know that every operator has some specific set of tasks it can perform. For example, the plus operator is generally used to add two integers or two floating point numbers. Now, the operator overloading means adding new set of functionalities to the operator. For example, now the plus operator can be used to add two complex number, or it can be used to concatenate two strings. So we say that operator overloading is a type of polymorphism. That is, a single operator's workload has been increased. Now, all operators cannot be overloaded. Some of the operators that cannot be overloaded are the size of operator, the scope resolution operator, the dot operator, and the conditional operator. These operators cannot be overloaded. Now let's look at how operator overloading is done in C++. In order to perform the operator overloading in C++, there is a special function, we call it the overloading function. The function is called whenever objects are operated with operators. We have to remember that we will operate with objects now, not data. Generally, the arguments of overloading functions are objects. Obviously, since we will be operating with objects. Now let's look at the syntax of overloading function. Now here, return type is the type of value that will be returned by the function. Operator is the keyword used. The symbol is the operator to be overloaded, and arguments, we all know the arguments that we will pass. So an operator of the overloading function declaration looks somewhat like this. So in this example, we are trying to overload the plus operator to add two complex numbers. So our return type is complex, means it is returning an object, and our argument is also an object, so it is complex. So there is a class called complex, and we'll have objects of the class. We'll see that in details in the example below. So here is the example. So we have considered a class named complex that has two data members. One is real, one is imaginary, of type integer. Now we have a default constructor and a parameterized constructor. Simply I say that the default constructor is initializing the real part to 0 and imaginary part to 0, and the parameterized constructor is assigning some values to the real part and the imaginary part. Apart from that, there is a display function that is displaying the complex numbers real part and imaginary part. Then we have declared the operator overloading function inside the class. So this is similar to what we have discussed earlier. Now the definition of the function is done outside the class, so we need to bring the function in the scope of the class. So this complex scope resolution operator is used. Uh, the operator is returning a complex object, and the operator to be overloaded is the plus operator, and object B is passed. Now a third object Z is used, and the real parts are added up separately and imaginary parts are added up separately and stored in the real and imaginary part of Z respectively, and Z is returned. So if we look in the main function, the things will be clear. The first line, we are creating an object A with parameters 2 and 5. So obviously if we go up, the parameterized constructor is called, that is assigning the real and imaginary values for A, that is 2 and 5. Now when the second complex object is called, then its real part is 3 and imaginary part is 7. Third complex object C is called, so this is calling the default constructor, so its real and imaginary parts are 0. Now the expression C equal to A plus B, we have to notice this. We are using the plus operator to add two objects, A and B are objects. So obviously here the operator overloading function is called. So as soon as the plus operator is operated, A is calling the overloading function and B is passed as a parameter. So if we go up, we'll see that. So that means this real belongs to A, this real belongs to B. Similarly for the imaginary part. And when Z is returned, Z object is stored in object C. Then we have displayed A, B and C. So the result will come as 7 plus 12i for C. That is obvious. So we have seen that we have overloaded the plus operator to add two complex number using the class complex and the overloading function. I think this tutorial helped you to understand about operator overloading and how it is done in C++. You can explore more examples to understand the concept better. Thank you.